Hi, Chris Conway here. I'm here to talk about this album, Chris Conway and the Talking Fish, live 1994 to 96. The Talking Fish were my songs band around the mid-90s, and they consisted of myself and Neil Segrott. That's an early attempt at a publicity picture. And Simon Styring and myself. And there's another attempt at a publicity picture that we never used. And the Talking Fish came together really because I was with the Storm Thieves group, which were three singer-songwriters, myself, Dave Everett, and Dan Britton, and we were a bit like a Crosby, Stills and Nash setup, where we shared songs, each other's songs. And that sparked off in me so much songwriting that the songs I was writing couldn't possibly ever get into the Storm Thieves set, just for the sheer numbers that I was churning out. So I started this band, and again, harmonies were a big deal. There was a kind of West Coast influence with a bit of Celtic, and this album really is kind of missing link for me, because the Talking Fish kind of recorded quite a bit on my studio albums, and yet the live element, especially of this lineup, I was delighted to find. I found these tracks on my hard drive. It looks like I'd gone through these three concerts and picked the best tracks and mastered them in 2016, but never released them for some reason. I think I was too caught up in doing studio albums. But it's great to hear it now, and I'm just releasing this now, and online. It's on Bandcamp, it's on Spotify, and all proceeds are to go to Neil, Neil, let's go through my history with Neil, how he got to know him. He was in my jazz trio, the Happy Landings band, at the same time. And so knew each other well by then, and I was delighted that he joined the Songs band. But Neil recently had a bad accident at home, which has left him in a very poorly way. He was in a coma for several months. And all proceeds to selling this album, coming from selling this album online, or I print these to order if you want in CDR form, will go to Neil or the Headway Brain Injury Charity. He's a great buddy of mine, been in so many recordings, so much bands, so that's what I want to do with this one. But it's also a great album. It's a great missing link of a time of my singer-songwriting and of this band. We played as a trio first with quite a lot of these. Here's a gig at the Bayou Club, which is a popular place to play. It's actually just down the road from me, but and we had a few others. And then we added a drummer on some gigs, if the venue is suitable for it, Alan Flanders on the drums. And we played I found a photo of us playing at the Magazine pub, which was a very regular haunt, and no longer existing, like a lot of the venues I was talking about. But I think that may well have been the recording when that recording was taken, this photo. So it's been great to hear it again. And the songs, a lot of them are from the albums I recorded. Some of them didn't find their way to be recorded for quite a few years. I mean, if we're going over the Talking Fish, they started 94, and in 95 they sang three songs on my debut songs album, Sounds Like Rain. And then the big Talking Fish album was this one, and Flying Home in 96. And that really was the band, me, Simon, and Neil on that one, with special guest Vicky Clayton. And after that, the band kind of disappeared for a while. I wasn't doing band recordings, I was doing other things, and wasn't very well for a while. And then I came back with this album, and Neil and Simon does play a bit on it, but Neil's the main bass player on that one. And there are hundreds of guests on this. I say hundreds, but like 20. And from this, a new Talking Fish band grew up with Debbie Robinson joined on vocals, and Andy Fitzsimons on percussion, and we got, I think, Mick Oxtoby joined on fiddle too, and then we even got to play, you won't see much from this hazy photo, but we played at the De Montfort Hall, Leicester's De Montfort Hall, which is one of the biggest venues I've certainly played in town. So yes, a lot of the songs come from those albums, and the Talking Fish were the main band behind backing this album in 2002, and that's what you said, with Debbie and Mick and Andy as well, and this one, Alien Salad Abduction. And final story of the Talking Fish was the Talking Fish Live, which was a very strange jamming gig at the Musician Pub in Leicester, and Neil Segrott suddenly had to cancel. So it was a very jamming, scratchy band with extra sax, extra drummer, who I hadn't met, that drummer, but with Debbie and Mick and Andy. It's quite a fun, trippy thing. I get my playing theremin and all various things going in that. And that was really the end of the story. But for a while, and this captures it, between 94 and 96, the Talking Fish were busy. We played a lot of places, the Off the Tracks Festival. And yeah, it's great to hear these songs again. The harmonies were a big feature. The one thing I remember when we were getting together, me, Simon and Neil, we would just keep sparking off each other all the time with about harmony ideas. I know, I've got an idea. And then say, no, I could, and then Neil said, oh, we could do this. And it was a very exciting time, exciting band to be in. It was, I guess it was nice to hear the young us, I suppose, from 25 years ago, and there's a lot of energy there and fun. So anyway, give it a listen. You'll find it I've actually released this back in time. I've released it as a 1996 album, as if we brought it out then. So if you look on Spotify, it will be further down. It'll be in the 1996 as the release date from it, just to put it in its place in time. But do check it out. It's on Bandcamp, it's on Spotify, and I do print disc to order like this. It takes me an age, so but you see us at the various venues and things. And oh, I forgot to mention, I found these. It's all taken me back to a big to the past archives, and this is an original poster from the time. This is when you had to type the type out on a typewriter, put it into the enlarge it on a photocopier, cut out the enlarged bits, stick them down, and then tape the edges with Tipp-Ex, and so the edges were covered up. So I think this was another very early one too, which was just a random photo, and don't quite know where that writing came from. Still, the Talking Fish, and as I said, all proceeds are to raise money for my good friend Neil Segrott, who was a Talking Fish, amongst other bands he played in. And as I said, he's in a tough spot at the moment from a bad accident at home. So all proceeds will go to Neil or the Headway Brain Injury Charity. So thanks a lot for that, and I hope to chat to you again and soon. And well, take care out there, and keep warm and keep safe. All the best to you. Bye.